Hey y'all. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Let me get situated real quick. Welcome back to my Chanel. You already know who it is. It's me, Magda Desir, aka the unapologetic nonconformist, here with another video on my YouTube channel. So if you haven't already, please subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can get notified when the next upload is. And we're gonna get right into the video. We ain't gonna waste no time, but I do want to say this. Before I started filming, I look like I ain't slept in years. Child, when I say I look like Miss Seeley off of Color Purple, thank God for makeup, cause baby, whew, rough. It was ghetto. It was bad. Anyway, let's get into the video. So the topic of this video today is how I overcame fear of success. I know, right? It sounds crazy, but a lot of people have this fear. But believe it or not, a lot of people have this fear. I don't know if I talked about this already, but I just want to give my feeling and what I experienced. Ooh, child. Trying to get over this fear of being successful. So this stemmed from me not knowing my self-worth, okay? So that's what this is stemmed from. Actually it stemmed from my parents. My parents were neglectful, and it's not as if, it was their fault because they were going through their own shit. As you get older, you tend to understand why your parents did what they did and things like that. But my parents were there, but they weren't there. They were very neglectful. So I would get scraps, like leftovers of people in general. So no one ever really showed up for me. No one stood up for me. It was always me standing up for myself. And this is why I am the way that I am today. I'm definitely trying to unlearn those traits and those habits of always standing up for myself and not allowing people to stand up for me or to show up for me. So it's a lot. It's a work in progress. I'm not gonna lie, it's a work in progress, but it's also a struggle because I had to do a lot of things on my own. We're gonna get into the fear of success and all that, but I had to do a lot of things on my own as a child. I literally had to raise myself. Probably have talked about this over and over before, but I'm gonna mention it again. I had to raise myself as a child. So my parents loved me, but they weren't very loving. Reason why? Because it's the same thing with their parents. They can, their story is their story, their experience is their experience. But when our parents are raising us, whatever they've learned from their parents, they eventually, teach us or show us and things like that. So with my parents, I believe they were loved, but they weren't given the love that they needed. And it transcended down to me. They loved me, but they didn't give me the love that I needed. So say for instance, right, let me take this cap off my cocoa butter stick. I'm gonna compare the love that I need. So my parents gave me, both of them, filled this cap of love, right? This is as much love as they gave me. When in actuality, I needed this much, probably bigger. So from childhood, I realized that whatever they gave me, I had to accept. And in life, whether it be a romantic or platonic relationships, whatever someone gave me, I accepted. I thought that was what I deserved. And as I got older, I realized that, hell no. I don't have to take this shit from people. And as I got older, I realized that I didn't have a lot of self-worth. definitely have confidence and everything like that, but the self-worth wasn't there. And with me not knowing my self-worth and me not understanding that I deserve any and everything in life, the fear of success creeped in because it showed me, well, I've also had both of my parents tell me that I wouldn't be nothing and I would not amount to anything. Granted, they don't remember this, but with what they told me created a lot of self-doubt, a lot of me not, it created a lot of self-doubt and a lot of me thinking I didn't deserve nice things or I didn't deserve certain things in life. So that's where the fear of success crept in, because my mother used to tell me that no man will want me, no man will ever be with me. I'm not good for any man. My father even told me that I would turn out to be a teenage mother because I went to an all-girl high school. My parents called me a hoe, a bitch. Anything you can think of, I was that, except for the child of God. But at the same time, although they disrespected me and called me on my name, still came, but I love you. So do you see what I'm talking about? So even though I was being teared down by both people who laid in a bed to have me, I also was, those words sat with me and made me believe that I wasn't worthy of a healthy relationship. I wasn't worthy of being loved. I wasn't worthy of being taken care of. I wasn't worthy of anything, okay? So even though I was a pretty good student in school, granted I didn't take no shit, but my grades were definitely on point. I never sought or I never saw myself being successful. And even if I had that little inkling or thought that, damn, I actually can be successful, immediately I shut that shit down because of what my parents said and how they treated me. So that fear of success, also to that point, I also feared, like, when I became successful, a lot of people would be like, well, I had a part in this, so you owe me. And I'm a very, very loving person, very kind. Yes, I'm very bold and blunt and straightforward, but at the same time, I'm a giver. I'm a giver, and I'm empathetic, I'm sympathetic, and I'm very, very kind. Just don't piss me the fuck off. I will love you, I will give you a shirt off my back. Once you do me wrong, that's it, I cut you off. But that was another part of it. I didn't want all these people to be like, well, I did this for you, guilt trip me into giving them part of my success or giving them a piece of my success. So I was just like, no, I don't want to be successful because I don't want to have to owe X, Y, and Z, you know, all of what I just worked hard for, all of what I accomplished, anything like that. And since my parents weren't around, I mean, like I said, they were around, but they weren't emotionally available, they weren't physically available or anything like that, I didn't want it to be like, you know, we in the limelight, or I'm extremely successful and they're like at one of my events and things like that. And people were like, so who do you owe your success to? I didn't want to be on stage like, you know what I mean? Like, I speak for my parents, because it's not true. I don't owe my success to my parents. In all honesty, I don't owe my parents shit. But at the same time, that always, what are they doing out there? That always played in the back of my head. Like, damn, if I became successful, or not if, when I become successful, who do I say I owe this success to? Who do I say, you know, this is who helped me and things like that? Do my parents help? Yeah, a little bit. But I'm the one that put in the work. So I would say, now I'll be like, if the day that I become successful and I'm on stage and I'm talking and doing all this other stuff and people interviewing me, asking me, who do you owe the success to? I'm be like, me, nigga, like, me. me, my ancestors, God, you know what I'm saying? All of that. So that's why I had a fear of success for so long, because I didn't know my worth. Number one. Number two, oh, I just said that. Two was I didn't want anyone to do the whole thing like, oh, I helped you, so you owe me this type of 3. The third part of this is the criticism of people who don't effing matter. That was another part of why I feared of being successful. It took me a long time to sit in this. Again, going back to my parents telling me I wouldn't amount to anything and that no one would love me. No, I would never have a healthy relationship. I've even had people outside of my family and in my family say that I am not wife material. I'm not motherly. I'm not a mother material. I'm not mother, you know, I wouldn't be a mother. They can't see me being a mother and being successful or being a wife because of who I am. That also got to me of being fearful of being successful. And hey, you gotta understand, I was an only child. I didn't have an outlet. The outlet that I had was school and sports, but I didn't have anybody to talk to. When I did try to talk to people shooed me away. They didn't really listen to me. They expected me to figure it out. Again, like I said, I would just take that as scraps. I would take the scraps of people. People didn't want to help. They didn't want to help at all. They made it seem like I was delusional. They would gaslight me. They would do all types of shit towards me. And I'd be like, help me, help me. And so that was part of the reason why I also was fearful of becoming successful, because of the criticism of other people. And now that I'm 34, granted it took me into my 20s and things like that to be like, F these people, I don't give about what they say. Now that I'm 34, I'm really like, oh, soon as I get the success, soon as the success comes, first of all, God is going to play in your face with my success. And second, I don't know you. I know you, but I don't know you. And I don't give a fuck about you. So I don't care about what you gotta say, what, none of that. I would literally be like, oh, okay, that's nice, or be mute. And that's on that. And the last bit of it, it's gonna be a very short video. How I overcame the fear of success. I stopped listening to people. I stopped listening to people, and I started listening to me. I started listening to the inner me. I started seeking out those who were successful. I started asking questions, reading on books, reading autobiographies, reading on how people became successful. I started implementing some of the things that they did in their life into my life, and I saw a shift in my life, and I saw the change in myself, and I saw the change in my life. And I started noticing me wanting more out of life, wanting more for myself, realizing my self-worth, realizing I am deserving of all the things that people in my life, parents, friends, family, foe, have told me that I am never going to have. Even to this day, people still say some goofy shit, but you think I give a F? No. Because 9 times out of 10 is projection. And number 2, some of these people, even though I'm not where they are, a little bit of them is jealous of something that I have or something in me that they want that they can't have. I mean, they can have it, but it's just, simply because it's me, it's like, no, she don't deserve that. She can't have that. She this, she that. Just know what I'm saying? So I overcame that by stopping listening to people, and I overcame that by stopping telling people what it is that I want to do in life. I stopped telling people, certain people, the goals that I want to achieve, where I want to be. You know, I'll give like general statements and things like that. If I see that you are not for me and you are not supportive of me, whether good or bad, are not happy for me, whether the accomplishment is small or the accomplishment is large, you don't get that same access for me. I start demanding people to show up for me, and if they don't, you get cut the hell off. I started to implement certain things. I started to unlearn certain habits and thoughts and phrases that my parents and those around me and those throughout my life have told me. And I, rephrase them to I can have whatever the fuck I want to have. I will manifest all the shit that I need to have, that I want. I will have a life, a soft life. I will be as feminine as the next woman and still have my masculine side show. I will learn how to balance this, my masculine and feminine side. I will learn how and when to use my masculine side and my feminine side. All of that. I will show myself self-love. I will date myself. I will love on myself. I will feel on myself. I will put myself priority, and I will listen to myself when it comes to the things that I want in life. I will also take constructive criticism as well as guidance from those who are wiser than me. But at the same time, I will do whatever is best for me in any damn situation. And if that means that I gotta cut off anybody in my life, I have no problem doing so. Not an inch, ounce, whatever. I'll cut you off. I don't care. If our energies aren't matching, or if this is not the time for you to be here, bye-bye. And now, I welcome success. All forms of success, maybe successful relationship, successful marriage, successful relationship with my future child or children, however God decides to give me. Everything around me is going to be, boom, full of success. I already talked about finding my success tribe in a few videos like a month or so ago. Now I've talked about how I feared success for so long and how I overcame it in this video. And baby, we on a road to being hella successful. Ain't shit nobody can tell me. Ain't shit nobody gonna say about it. And if they do, I can't hear you. I can't hear you. I don't see no evil, don't hear no evil, don't speak no evil. We moving forward with me knowing that I'm worthy of every goddamn thing on this earth. It includes platonic relationships, romantic relationships, money, luxury, however I see fit, and then some. Cause guess what? Megan's gonna get it. She gonna get it. She gonna be hella successful. I've already had a couple of dreams of me being successful. I won't say what they are, but I have gone live on Facebook and I already uploaded one of them. So I'm just waiting for that to come to fruition. But anyway, it's the end of the video. It tells you it won't be that long. But before you leave, hit that damn subscribe button, hit that notification bell, find me on my socials. As you all know, right now I'm not active, but you could definitely hit me up or send me a message. I'll get to you as quickly as possible. Let me know in the comments below if you enjoyed this video, and also let me know how you overcame success, because I'm interested in learning how you overcame the fear of success, because I'm always interested in learning how people overcame hurdles and things like that in their life. So thank y'all for watching. Thank you for tuning in. I look good today. I look cute. I look cute today. Okay, that's it. Thank y'all for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.